Hi everyone, Ashley here. I'm going to talk to you about Zoho Learn, which is one of my favorite Zoho applications. They've just dropped a new update, which is version 2.0, and there are some brilliant features which I've really been looking for in this application. So let's jump into it. For those of you who don't know, Zoho Learn is like having Wikipedia for your business. So it's all about managing your processes and your procedures all in one place. So one of the new features that we've got, I'm in an article here. On the right hand side, I can click these three dots and we can see right at the top, we've got set verification. So this is a new feature. So this allows you to evaluate the document or the article at a set time period. At the moment, there are these time periods. There's no custom time period, but I imagine in future updates they would probably adjust this, so you can have every 2 weeks, every month, and so on. So that is really helpful. The people who are contributors and authors on the document are people who can review it, and they'll get a notification at the interval that you've set here. So it also has to be, it's not that they'll get a notification and then they, that's it. The notification won't go away until the document, until someone has clicked that it has been evaluated. So that's really good. Another thing we have, I accidentally clicked edit there. Another thing we have is we've got an option now to share externally. So in the past, we could share manuals externally. So a manual is a collection of articles, which was helpful, but there's sometimes things that are for internal people only, and sometimes things that you might want to share with a contractor or someone like that. So you got around that by having two manuals essentially for the same topic. But now we can share at the article level, and just like with manuals, we can, if I turn this on here, you'll see, we can set password protection on the link that we're going to share. We can set the link to expire after a certain amount of time. And that's really helpful. So we've got that share externally. We've also got, it's actually not here. If I come out of this article, actually, sorry, no, if I stay in the article, up in the top right hand corner here, these settings up here are really about the manual, so the collection of articles. And on this list here, there's now an option which says mandatory read. So I'm just going to click on general settings, and I'm going to turn on mandatory read. And this is what it says it is. Basically, we've just talked about reviewing the document, but sometimes we've got important information that we need everyone to know, and we need them to acknowledge that they've read it. So one of the ways we do that is we can make an article mandatory, and all of the readers in the system, or the readers of that article, if you know about Learn, then you'll know that there's readers, contributors, and administrators. But all of the readers will then receive a notification that they need to acknowledge that they've read the article. So that's a really great feature. Brilliant, because there are so many use cases for that. So that's fantastic. So that I'm going to go over the article as well in a minute, the blog post for this, but if I go to learning, another feature that we've got here now when you click create is you can import a SCORM file. That is probably not relevant to a lot of people that I'm working with, but in the future, if this is something that comes up, SCORM files are basically learning files which it's a common language basically for educational content, which can communicate with your learning management system, which is what this is. So that's a really nice feature to have. Not a lot of people that I'm working with, as I say, will be using that, but it's a good one to get in there. Let's now just jump over to the blog post just to make sure I haven't missed anything. So I've just mentioned SCORM, targeted learning, so you can actually assign the learning, I was just talking there about courses, to specific departments, so that's really useful. You can set reminders for people if you've assigned them a course to do but they haven't completed it, then they'll get reminders that they have to do it. Then I've just mentioned the mandatory reads, so that's in there as well. article reviews, that's fantastic as well. External sharing, we've mentioned that. But one thing I haven't mentioned about external sharing is now you can actually, as well as sharing an article, you can also share your courses. So if I just jump back here for a second, imagine you are running a business where you have agency workers, and you need all of those agency workers to have completed a certain level of education or a certain level of training. That could be manual handling training or something like that. You can create a manual handling course in your Zoho Learn, and then you can share that with them through an online portal. So if I just click on the settings up here and click on settings, and on the left hand side now we've got custom portals. So I click on manage portals and I can create a new portal. Let's just call it test portal, and let's make it public and click create. Okay, already exists. Let's call it test portal 2. And that's my portal created. So let me just show you what this means or what this looks like. So let's copy this and see if we can pop it in the browser here. Okay, sorry, I actually need to click publish before this will work. Okay, and I'm going to refresh this page. Okay, so that's it. So this is what your customers will see. This is your own learning management system that you can now share with your customers, with your vendors, whoever you need to share it with, whoever needs to do your business content, your business educational content can now do that. And this is, to me, this is massive. This is fantastic. So you can also get them to sign in. I have this set up at the moment to public, but let me just change that to private. And oh, I did unpublish. I didn't mean to do that. I've set that to private. Now let me just refresh this page. Okay, now it's requiring me to sign in. So we can invite people into our portal. We can manage their sign-ups, all that kind of thing. So really, really useful. I can't stress enough. Like, I've spent way too long talking about this, but it's because that is such a big deal. That is fantastic. Really, really good feature to have in that software. So that pretty much wraps it up. I'll just make sure I haven't missed anything else here. Oh, banners. They've just changed the way that the spaces look, just to make them a bit more attractive and easier to find what you're looking for. And that is it for now. So if you've got any questions about Zoho Learn, feel free to contact me and I'll be happy to help you. Thanks. Bye.